Hello, we are live. I am Ree from Mummy of Four Does Disney. Welcome back to my channel and the first little live chat we've done on here in a little while. I think I've been doing all my lives over on my main channel this summer. This is the first Disney one we've had for a little bit. So I've got a whole load of questions that you guys have sent in. If you are watching live, then just say hi in the comments, and if you have a question you'd like me to answer specifically about, I think we said we're going to talk specifically about Disneyland Paris, about the last trip, as well as I've got a little trip announcement for you. So if you've got any Disneyland Paris specific questions or Disney questions in general, just start your comment with question, just so I can find it really, really easily, and then leave your question in the chat. And if you're watching on replay, just say hello and let me know where and when you are watching this live replay. So hello to JWB52Z username, Chris, Amy and Talia, who are saying hello in the comments. Okay, so Disneyland Paris specific questions. Right, which one shall we start with? Let's go with, did you get a response from the thing you won on the chocolate bar? Right, so if you watch the vlog series, it's a 9-part vlog series from Disneyland Paris. Then you'll know that on the last day we were lucky enough to win. It's like a golden ticket. If you've seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, it's like that, and they're doing that in Disneyland Paris, and you open up the chocolate bar and it either says, oh, sorry, I haven't won this time, or you've won. But when you've won, you've got to send away, so you've got to keep the receipt. You've got to send away a photo of the receipt, and a photo of the packaging that says you won, and a photo of the receipt, and you email that off. And do you know what we won? We won a Minnie Mouse, who is very beautiful, and we're very, very lucky. The only thing is the children, 3 out of my 4 children, had already bought a Minnie Mouse. So what I was thinking of doing, I would like to run a little giveaway for Minnie, because she's very beautiful and I would love to give her away. The only thing the reason I haven't done it yet is because I know I've heard of a few people over on Instagram losing their accounts because of giveaways. And I know people do still run giveaways, and I just don't want that to happen. So I need to figure out a way that is safe to run a giveaway. I think what happens with giveaways sometimes is you get people doing clone and dodgy accounts and things, and Instagram shut down the wrong one. So I don't want that to happen. So I'm just looking into if anyone knows like a good kind of, maybe a third-party site. I have run giveaways on my main channel through like a third-party site before now, or maybe I'll do it over on my blog, or maybe it's safe to do just here on YouTube. I don't know. But anyway, I would like to run a little giveaway for Minnie. I just need to figure out the safest way to do that without causing myself some issues. So Mandy says, what do you like to do most at Disneyland Paris? Oh, it's so difficult to narrow it down, isn't it? I just, in short, being there. Just being there. Soaking up the atmosphere. I loved the Dream Shine Brighter show. Was amazing. Just amazing. Out of this world amazing. So love that. The rides, obviously, a lot of the rides that kind of have like, even though they're technically the same rides as Walt Disney World, quite have their differences. I'm thinking about doing a little mini video series actually comparing Walt Disney World to Disneyland Paris, because I get one of the questions I've had here, and I've had so many times, DMs and all sorts, is which one do I prefer, Walt Disney World or Disneyland Paris? And I don't think there's a short answer to that. I think the answer to that is going to depend on what you're looking for, and you know what's going to suit your family better. So Disneyland Paris has its pros and cons. Walt Disney World has its pros and cons. I was thinking of doing this mini series where I compare. I was going to do the disability service compared in both, and like how the disability thing works for both of them. I thought we'd do ride comparisons, you know, like side by side, just a little mini series of that. So if you'd be interested in that, that's something I'd like to put together. But obviously only if you want to see it first. So let's see. Right, there we go. Hello everybody, Georgia, Lisa, Jade watching from Ireland. She loves the videos. Thank you. Georgia Shelty. I struggle to pronounce some of these. I'm reading out the ones I can pronounce. Jolly, Sarah, Dabby Girls. Going in March next year to DLP. Can't wait. It's so wonderful. And there's going to be some more vlog series for you to watch before you go in March. So hang tight. We are going to do a little trip announcement in a minute. I'll answer a few more questions. And then the biggest question is when are you going back and what are you going to wear when you go? So that we've had over and over. Hey, I'm watching with my 2 kids, Holly and Frankie. Hello, Holly and Frankie, who are very excited about a trip in 2 weeks. Me getting prepared by watching your vlog series. Can't wait for the cake pops. They're the best. Get the pink ones though. The thing that confused me about the cake pops is they were in the confectionery store. I was looking in all the cakey places. They were not in the cakey places. They were in the confectionery store. Chris says, what was your favourite snack? Is the pink cake pop. Hands down. Pink cake pop. The one with, so there were 2. We had the chocolate cake with chocolate on the outside and it had like a Mickey bow, Mickey face or something in purple. That was lovely. But the better one was a pink cake pop. So it was chocolate cake, but with pink icing around it. It's amazing. Also, I'll keep saying Dole Whips. Pineapple whips are a must. And we really like the marshmallow pops, which were in Fantasyland, kind of between the carousel and the teacups. There's like a little hut thing there that sells the marshmallow pops. I think we preferred the purple ones over, the pink ones over the lilac ones. If you're going, then those are musts for us. But we will be going in a season. Can anyone guess which season we're going in? Just asking. Any guesses? Any guesses where we're going and when? For our little trip announcement. Hi, really love watching your videos. We'd love to go to Disney again. Michelle, you should definitely go. This is your sign. This is your sign from the universe, or from me. There we go. Amy said she loved the Dream Shine Brighter and the 30th Drone Show. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the 30th Drone Show was amazing. The only problem is because we went in June, it was to do with the when it got dark, basically. The fireworks weren't till 11. Now, when we go next, it will get dark a bit earlier. So I'm assuming the fireworks will be a bit earlier, so that'll be a bit more manageable. A video on different disability schemes would be amazing. Yeah, well, that might help people who are facing, challenges, but then also deciding which one to book, because each one has its pros and cons. We discussed it during the vlog series, I think. There was also a lot of questions answered. If you haven't seen it yet, the last episode, which is Travel Home Day, we're not actually in the parks. We're just showing, I do a tour of the apartment we were in, which was in a Disney partner hotel, and give all my thoughts on that. Then we got to the airport and myself and the children answered loads and loads of questions on there. So I'm trying not to double up and answer questions I've already answered on there. But make sure you go and watch that video after you've seen this one. Charlotte's off to Walt Disney World in 2 weeks. Amazing. Have you seen the Walt Disney World series? I think there are 29 videos in that. That should keep you going. Can you fit them all in before you go in 2 weeks? I'm not sure. Hello, really want to take my family. We're debating whether to drive or fly. For us, flying was really quite easy. It depends where you live, obviously. So we decided that driving, if the exact timings for it all, I put in a video. It was called something like Everything You Need to Know Before You Go to Disneyland Paris, or Everything You Need to Do Before You Go to Disneyland Paris. But if you watch that video, it shows you all the options for flying, the ferry, the tunnel, all the options. If you go on that video, I also put maps and how long each one takes, roughly. So for us, flying was good. There was a lot of waiting around in the airport, but I thought, well, I could take the children to the toilet, we could sit in cafes and things like that. That didn't bother me too much. But then, obviously, driving's got its benefits. You can fit more stuff in the car, that kind of thing. It depends if you're stopping off on the way, but definitely watch that Things to Do Before Disneyland Paris video if you're wondering, should I drive, should I fly? Because I just put all the stats in there. I can't remember if I put prices in because I'm not sure but I definitely put timings in and which companies kind of run each bit. So Paris in September for me, 25 days to go. We're not going to be far behind you, Lisa. That's all I'm saying. Jess says, hope you had a great time. Would you recommend Christmas time with a 17 or 12-year-old? Haven't been in Christmas time yet, but hope to. But from what I've seen from all the, then yes, absolutely. Like if your children still are into Disney, I think perhaps sometimes children go through a bit of a teen phase where they're not as into it. And then if they're you're a Disney family at heart, then they'll grow up and realize that you don't have to act cool. You can whatever you want to so it depends on how old, what stage of that your children are at. But yeah, I would definitely. I watched your whole vlog series with my mum because we're going together in October for my birthday. We loved it. Oh, I'm so glad. Talia, when's your birthday? That's what I want to know. I want to know when's your birthday, because my birthday's in October too. Okay. Okay, should we do a trip announcement? Should we do a trip announcement? This, you're going to be shocked, guys. You're going to be shocked. Now, if you saw this bag, I did, this was very kindly gifted, so I just put like, disclosure, I can't put that up because like this is live, but kindly gifted to me by Very Nico. So I put, it was that trending audio that was going about Halloween in July. So it was last month that I put it up, and it was like, trip announcement coming soon. Can you guess where we're going and when? So yeah, I'm gonna put the ears on. So we are going for the opening of the Halloween season, which means we are flying on the 1st of October, which is in, my children keep telling me how long, I've got a countdown on my phone. We are flying in 39 days. Ah! I can't tell you how excited I am. So yeah, we've got 3 park days. The first one is going to be Halloween themed. So we're going to do all the Halloween things. I did see someone's comment on my t-shirt. Thank you. I will, there is a blog post on my blog about ideas of what to wear to the parks for Halloween, and it's linked in there. So if you just go to mummy4.com, it's one of the top blog posts on there, one of the most recent ones. So yes, this is the hint. We're going for Halloween. It's the opening. So the opening of Halloween season is the 1st of October in Paris. Now, the pumpkins are already out in Walt Disney World. Obviously, America loves Halloween, don't they? They, like, all Americans seem more into Halloween than the rest of the world. I can't imagine like the locals in Paris wanting Halloween in August, which is why I assume it starts later in Paris. So yeah, 1st of October, we're flying out on the 1st. So we've got 3 park days. We've got 3 park days, and each one has got a different theme. So the first one is Halloween. We're going to do all the Halloween things. So we're going to make sure we get the Halloween parade done. Now, as I understand it, Dream Shine Brighter is pausing for the Halloween and I believe the Christmas season. My font of all knowledge, William, my Wikipedia, told me this because he's been looking at all the information for me. So apparently Dream Shine Brighter is pausing. I'm assuming it's going to be Halloween parades. So I would imagine we're going to see like a similar kind of Main Street theming to what they've already got in Walt Disney World at the moment. If you looked on my Instagram stories the last couple of days, Shop Disney have already launched a bit of Halloween merch and stuff, but I would imagine there's going to be a lot more coming before then and in the park. So on that first day, I want to look at all the Halloween merch. So it'll be the first couple of vlogs. There'll be travel day, and then there'll be the Halloween in the parks. So we're going to share all the Halloween things. I want to look at all the Halloween decorations. From what I can gather, we need to do the parade. I want to do all the Halloween snacks. If there is a Halloween snack in Disneyland Paris, I want to eat it. So if anyone who's been for previous Halloween seasons can let me know in the comments, like, what are their specific places? Are they just going to be dotted everywhere, the Halloween snacks? Or is it just like they're going to be in certain places? If you've got any tips on where best to look from previous years. Obviously, no one will have been before for us to kind of follow for this year, if that makes sense. Previous couple of years have been a bit, you know, COVID-y, haven't they? So haven't been a normal Halloween experience. It'll be really nice to see Disneyland Paris, you know, hugs back and things, and all the character interactions and the proper parades, and not having to wear masks, and just a bit of normality, and some like lovely seasonal stuff as well. So yeah, we're going for Halloween. We're going for Halloween. I can't wait. So that's the first park day is all Halloween. I think there's quite a lot of Halloween stuff going to be in Frontierland. So we want to try and obviously hit Phantom Manor. Oh, the other thing we want to do on the first day is Space Mountain, Hyperspace Mountain, because it was closed when we went in June. Now, Bella is unsure of whether she wants to do Hyperspace Mountain and Avengers Flight Force, which is the new thrill ride in Studios, which we'll get to that in a second. Because when we went on, what's it called? Rock and Roller Coaster in Walt Disney World. And let me know in the comments if you've been on any of these rides and if you can relate. Rock and Roller in Walt Disney World, kind of, I got off and I kind of felt like my ears were almost sore because they'd been bashed. Do you know what I mean? Like it was like a head bashing kind of ride. And Bella, I mean, she probably heard me repeat that too much, so that was probably my fault a little bit. But she's kind of clung on to that, and she's just like, I don't want to go, I don't want to bash my ears. So I said, look, go on Space Mountain first, which is a totally different ride. And then if you don't like Space Mountain on day 1, you don't need to go on Flight Force, which is day 2, because day 2 is Avengers themed. So day 2 will be mainly a Studios Park day. And whilst day 1, we've got all Halloween type Disney bounds. Some of the outfits actually in that blog post. I'm going to wear one from that blog post. So you can go and have a look at that. I got an Avengers outfits ideas blog post going up very soon. And there will be the everything we're wearing video as well, which will be coming out before we leave. But anyway, if she doesn't like Space Mountain, I said, look, don't go on Flight Force, because that is the retheming of Rock and Roller Coaster, which is the same, although not necessarily exactly the same, because obviously across the pond they're slightly different rides, as Rock and Roller Coaster. So it was, if she doesn't like Space Mountain, don't go on Flight Force. But then if she loves Space Mountain, we can go back on it again on day 3, which we are calling, these are a few of my favourite things. This is the theme of day 3, because on day 3 we are celebrating my birthday. It is technically the day before my birthday, because technically we're flying home on my birthday, but hey ho, whatever, whatever, we're calling it my birthday. And The Sound of Music may not be Disney, but it is one of my all-time favourite films. So I'm asking my children, my husband, to pick which are their favourite things to do in Walt Disney World, and I will pick some of mine, and we will try Walt Disney World, Disneyland Paris. It's been a long day, and we'll try and get through as many of everybody's favourite things. So that is on day 3. So day 1, Halloween themed. I might wear this t-shirt and some just like keep it kind of casual-ish. I don't know how cold it's going to be. It's the very beginning of October. So it's almost, the September you think of as quite a warm month. How cold it will be, I don't know. Whether to kind of go more layers and things, or whether to keep it like it's not going to be that cold. I don't know. Can anyone feedback? I've looked at like weather predictions and things online, but I don't know. How wintry do you think it's going to be first week of October in Paris? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, so we do Halloween the first day. The second day is Avengers themed. So I haven't got all the stuff here to show you now. It's going to be a whole separate video, but basically before we go, it will be an everything we're wearing video. Although keep an eye on my Instagram and my shorts. I don't know if you've been noticing, I've been putting out some shorts, which are basically like Instagram reels, but then I also put them on YouTube. So if you don't really do Instagram, you can find them on YouTube. But before I do that, this is everything we're wearing video, which I tend to film that video literally just before I start packing, because it helps me get everything straight in my head. Right, this is everything everyone's wearing, and then I'd literally take it off the children that have tried everything on, and then I can pack it. So I know we've got everything. But what I might do, because I'm still a bit undecided on which outfits I'm gonna do, I might put up some options and get you guys to vote on Instagram Reels or on Shorts, because I can kind of get that out quicker than like a main Sunday video. So I might put some of those out and get your feedback, because I'm a Libra and I'm horribly indecisive about all decisions really. So yeah, Halloween themed, Avengers Day. And then on the 3rd day, I think we're going to do Princess Disney Bounding, because I've managed to get reservations in Auberge de... can't pronounce it because my French is awful and I need to learn how to pronounce it. The Cinderella restaurant. I tried to get Plaza Gardens. I've been trying, but we're not staying on site, which another question is where you're going to stay next time, and about whether we're staying on site or off site. So I will get to that in a second. But when you are staying on site, you can book the restaurants ages and ages in advance. But when you're staying off-site, which we're staying at Disney Partner Hotel. I will let you guys know exactly where we're staying when it'll be in the vlogs, because just as my husband pointed out, I probably shouldn't advertise where we are sleeping. We're already saying where we're going to be in the days in the parks and things, which is fine, but advertising where we're sleeping with the children is probably a bit daft on the interwebs. So I will let you know all that in the vlogs, which obviously will be after we have left. So what was I even saying? Yeah, because we're not staying on site, I've been struggling to book sit-down restaurants. Waltz, I can't seem to get at all. The last time I checked, Plaza Gardens, even though you're supposed to be able to book, even if you're not staying on site, the restaurants 2 months in advance, Plaza Gardens still isn't showing up at all. It won't let me click past September. I only managed to get Auberge because I phoned the annual pass hotline, and I only managed to get through quite quickly because I've got the Infinity Pass and there's a different phone number you can use for that one. So, yeah, that's... I was going to try and do Plaza Gardens, but as it happens... So Halloween, we've got to do that first because it's the season, isn't it? Then we're spending a whole day doing Marvel stuff, which William is really excited about, and the girls are a bit like, ugh. But then William is not, he doesn't mind, but he's not as excited to go to the princess place, obviously. But then I've told the girls, be good and let's let William enjoy the Marvel stuff and just enjoy it as much as you can for him. And then I'm sure he will do the same for you for the princesses. So it's kind of a bit of give and take. So yes, right, let's get back to some more questions. Samantha Matop, in that blog post. It's an Etsy one, but obviously just say look on Etsy, you're never going to find it, but it's linked in that blog post, which is on my blog, mummy4.com. It's one of the most recent blog posts. Is it a season either Halloween or Christmas? We are going for Halloween. We're going for Halloween. 39 days, baby. I can't believe it. It's really exciting, but equally it's a little bit daunting because before then, I've got to make sure I've got all the work done for while I'm away, but then also make sure I've got all the outfits and film and edit and schedule that video. And I've got to film and edit and schedule the pack with me video in plenty of time to go as well. So I know some people are like, just sling things in the night before. I can't do that because I've got to film it all and get it all edited and stuff. So it's really exciting, but I've got quite a lot to do before we leave. Video-wise, before those videos, I've got already edited and scheduled actually everything we ate in Disneyland Paris and everything we ate in Walt Disney World videos. I already did an everything we ate on the cruise video, which was funny because initially when I put that video out, it didn't do that well, and now the people are still watching it. It's like being picked up by YouTube or whatever. So yeah, if you're interested in those videos will be going out. I know a lot of people are always interested in the food. I certainly am. There we go. We've got people on the 23rd and the 24th of October. Happy birthday for then. Millie says, hi, I'm watching with my sister Molly. Hello, Millie and Molly. And we're going on the Magic next week. We found you through your cruise vlog. So you're going on the Magic. Oh my goodness, I love the Magic. Oh my goodness. Where are you going, Millie and Molly, on the Magic? Millie and Molly on the Magic, that's cool. I'm assuming it's a European cruise. I know they're not sailing out of, the Magic isn't sailing out of UK, is it? Unless it's doing the fjords. Do you have to fly to that one? Jess says, I love your videos. We went at Christmas. It was very cold. I would imagine it would be at Christmas, but 1st of October, it's almost September. Is it going to be as cold? I did find there wasn't as much open that time of year. We would like to go next summer with a better weather. Yes, I'm sure that would be lovely as well. Just a very different experience. It's a difficult one with the weather, isn't it? I mean, personally, and for my children, I find when it's too hot, they just can't cope. So I know when we had our heat wave, and they were all like, oh, Mummy, I'm so hot. They wouldn't have coped with traipsing around the parks in that weather. And then I would have struggled to cope because of their lack of coping. So for us, kind of, I think my ideal park weather is like Goldilocks and our porridge. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's not too wet. It's just dry. Maybe you've got to put on like a little jacket in the evening or something. But no one's collapsing with heat stroke and no one's got frostbite either. Just a nice park weather. That's the perfect, isn't it? Yeah, they've already started the Halloween parties in America. Yes, they have, Talia. They have, which is early. I mean, I always have to start the seasonal bits and pieces early. I just even think of my main channel because if you have family through my Disney channel, I've also got a main channel where I just talk about normal life. There is a bit of Disney in there, but normal mum life and things. But I always like decorate the house early for Halloween and things because just from a content point of view, it makes sense to. And then, I'm sort of early to put decorations up, and then I'm sick of them, so I'm taking them down first, before when everyone's still got the decorations up. But yeah, August, I'm enjoying talking about Halloween and things, but I think it's too early for me to decorate. I can't decide whether to decorate just before we go on our Disney trip or when we get back. What do you reckon? So should I decorate for Halloween just before, so it'll be the end of September, or should I do it when we get back in October? I can't decide. Michelle says, sounds amazing. Becky, we're flying on the 5th of October too. Hopefully we'll bump into you. Oh, that'll be fun, wouldn't it, Becky? Charlotte just joined and missed the announcement. Are you going to DLP? Yes, we are. Yes, we are going to DLP, Charlotte. We're going to DLP for the opening of Halloween. It's very exciting. Lisa says, I think I saw the continuing Dream Shine Brighter as well as Halloween. Oh, cool. All right. Well, I'm just trusting what my 10-year-old told me. And the problem is, William is normally so trustworthy that if he was to like occasionally make something up and throw it in there, I would never know, because normally his facts are very, factual. Michelle's never had that experience with Rock and Roller Coaster, but hates Space Mountain. Why do you hate it, Michelle? What do you hate about it? That's the thing. I've just told Bella, go on Space Mountain. If you hate it, I'm not going to make you do it again. I'm not going to make you do it anyway, but you know what I mean? If no one's going to make you do it again. If no one's going to make you do it in the first place. But I wanted to do it if she can, because Space Mountain in Florida she didn't want to do. And I spent it. Space Mountain in Florida is like one in front of the other. And I was holding her shoulder like, are you okay? Are you okay? And then halfway around, she's like, get off me. I'm fine. I'm enjoying it. So I don't want her to go on it in a few trips' time and be like, oh, I've been missing out this whole time, and really have like be sad that she's missed out. So I'd rather that she try it, and then if she doesn't want to do it again, that's fine, rather than not do it. But if she goes on Space Mountain and hates it, then, which I don't think she will. I think the other thing I'm going to try and do for her is get her not a headband like this, but like a sweatband, like a t-shirt jersey material thing. I'm just going to put it over her ears. Maybe that'll act as enough of a placebo and she won't mind. Right, when are you going? Be amazing. We're going the start of October. We're going at the start of October. Yes, we're flying on the 1st of October. I'm going at the end of October for the Halloween party. Amazing. I'd love to do that. I would love to, but we can't go then. So we're going at the beginning, which makes sense. Charlotte, question. I like that, Charlotte. That's nice and easy to find. Charlotte's written question in capitals at the beginning. Where are you staying next trip? Are you going to do quick service again, planning buffets or bigger meals? We're staying in a partner hotel, which I will share which one that is in the vlogs. And we're going to do, obviously, mostly quick service. We have actually got breakfast included in this one. We didn't have breakfast included last time. So technically, I think we'll eat breakfast at the hotel, I guess, if we can be organised in time. My husband will definitely sit and have his breakfast. The children and I might be like, stuff it, we're going to the parks. Let's just eat cake pops. They'll do for breakfast. We haven't booked anything for the first day. I've been trying to book Waltz, can't get it. Trying to book Plaza Gardens, can't get it. I am going to go physically walk to Plaza Gardens and say, please help, because I can't even get, it wouldn't even let me look at the day to tell me it's sold out, if that makes sense, on the app. Let me know if you've had that experience with trying to book any of the restaurants before. Same with Waltz. Second day though, we've managed to book Pim Kitchen for Avengers Day. We do also know Pim Kitchen is a buffet, so I would imagine we'll be rather full, but the Stark Factory is the quick service restaurant, and as I promised William, we will do everything in Avengers Campus that day. We will go into Stark Factory and show you guys around in the vlog. Children want to have a look around, so even if we just go in for a drink and some desserts that we share, so we just have been in for the experience of being in the place, even if we are so full I cannot eat another thing, we will go in and get a drink just so we've been in there. So that's for day 2 restaurants. And day 3 I have booked the Princess dining experience in Auberge, which is the Cinderella restaurant, which is really exciting. Charlotte says, similar to UK, I've been told weather-wise to pack for warm weather but also wet weather. yeah, I think that's what, I guess it could. We did get pretty soaked. If you saw the vlogs, we were, the children were singing the Rainy Day Cavalcade song, which we now sing every time it rains, every single time. October in Paris is usually nicer than UK, but most Parisians do wear jumpers. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be boiling away. I don't think we're going to be boiling. We might be a bit soggy. It's a pain, isn't it? Because you've got that kind of in-betweeny weather, you might be carrying lots of coats and jumpers and things, which is annoying, or you might really, really need them, so you're not really sure. We went early October last year and basically wore jeans and t-shirts, and I had a Spirit jersey in my bag for first thing. Perfect. So that's not too bad. That's quite good. So maybe we'll get away with pack-a-max rather than big, big coats. So if you're going in the bleak winter, you're going to be wearing all the stuff. You're not going to be carrying it. Whereas you don't want to take big, bulky things and end up carrying them. So maybe we'll do like jeans and t-shirts and a kind of a Spirit jersey in a bag, and pack-a-max because they fold away really small. The mini-series sounds great. Good. Glad you like that idea. We're staying on site, having trouble booking places for dinner and lunch. So I'd recommend trying nearer the time. We've got the same restaurants booked every night so far, just so we have somewhere booked. Although, that's one way of doing it, Charlotte. To be honest, the quick service food was great. We did save quite a lot of money by doing just quick service. So that is one way to save a bit of money. I did have a question on Instagram about how to save money when booking a Disney trip. So a few ways to do it. If you can, because it suits your circumstances, if you can go when it is fewer people's school holidays, you can save quite a lot of money. So, like, for example, in Wales, sometimes the school holidays don't quite line up with England. So if some places are in school and you are not in school, it's a really good time to take your children. You can save quite a bit of money. And certainly if school times don't affect your children, then definitely go like mid-term when everyone else is in school. You'll save a load of money. Stay off-site. Now, our pricing, I think I shared this when we booked the last trip. We bought annual passes because I was originally pricing up Newport Bay, which is a really lovely on-site Disneyland Paris hotel. And I think it was 5 days in the parks, 4 nights, 5 days, or was it 5 nights, 6 days? I can't remember. It was, but thereabouts. Basically, the same. So it was staying on site, park tickets, and never go again for this amount of money. Or my other option was annual passes and accommodation. So it was a Disney partner hotel, but it wasn't on site. And flights. So the Newport Bay option didn't have any travel. We're going to have to figure that out. And they were about the same price. So this is why we're going to be able to afford to go more often, or if you can, keep the cost down, is just don't stay on site. Because even with annual passes, we do have some apparent discounts with staying on site. Staying on site, I mean, it's beautiful, and the Disney resorts are amazing, because we stayed on site in Florida. But if you really want to save some money, then staying off site is considerably cheaper, like thousands cheaper, especially if you've got a big family. So that is a good way. And then obviously just eating quick service food. So we just did quick service in the last trip. In Florida, we did quite a lot because I felt like it's such a lot of money to get to Florida. I really wanted to maximize all the experiences, whereas I knew we'd be going back to Disneyland Paris because I knew we were buying annual passes. So I didn't feel that level of urgency to do it all in that trip. So we did a lot more sit-down dining, character dining and things in Florida, and it was expensive. Beautiful and wonderful and amazing, but if you want to save money, quick service is the way to go. So yeah, right. Let me see, where are we? Are you taking the kids out of school? Why not wait till half term? A number of reasons, basically. And most of it's falling over the weekend, so it's not too much of an issue. Yeah, basically, there are a number of reasons, work-related reasons and things for myself and my husband, for why we're going when we're going. No, didn't miss the announcement. Georgia, don't worry. Disneyland Paris, Halloween. I think you pretty much guessed anyway. I'm going December for New Year's, Hannah. Oh, amazing. Gone every year before COVID. And we stay in the Disneyland Hotel. Oh, that looks amazing. It's an absolute dream to stay there. Absolute dream. It's probably very expensive. That's kind of like a special treat kind of thing, I think, for a lot of people. But definitely, I think when the Disneyland Hotel opens, you can actually go in and I think you can go in and eat there or go in and have a drink or something. So the Upton Millard family say, I really want to go with kids with special needs, but worried about how they're going to be. The best thing I'd say is just prepare them, because my children, that's what they need in order to thrive. So I know some people, and I've got friends that do this, they're like, surprise, we're going somewhere today. And they're like, and they just go and they have fun. My children need preparation. And therefore I have to do preparation for them as well. So they need to know where they're going to go. They want to know the schedules. They want to know where we're going and what it looks like. And they want to know it all. They want to know all those things. However, you can still run into hiccups. But I definitely think if you're going to do it, it's just got to be, you've just got to prepare yourself for more preparation, I think, if that makes sense. So Hannah says, I agree with booking the same restaurant every day. I did that and loved it. Oh, there we go. Lovely. How long are you staying for? We're in the park for 3 days. So yeah, we're flying on Saturday the 1st, and we're there for 3 days. So question, are you planning on doing the drone show or the fireworks next trip? Yes, planning to. I think, I'm assuming the fireworks are going to be about 9 because of when it'll be dark, which will be a lot more manageable than staying up till 11, which will be really good. Charlotte says, have read that the 50th Shine Brighter is pausing for Halloween to be replaced by Halloween Parade, but main parade will be going with fireworks, etc. That's what I heard as well, Charlotte. That's what I was assuming. Sean says, you can get afternoon tea in the Disneyland Hotel. Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing when it opens. Also, the Lion King show is on a break October to January. Right, well, we will have to catch the Lion King show. We missed the Lion King show. We were literally standing in line for the Lion King show, and then we found out that Piglet was out, and we're like, Bella was desperate to meet Piglet. If you've seen that episode, we literally legged it across the park to see Piglet. So I'm not sorry, because we can see the Lion King show again. Okay, and then we've got, do you know if Disneyland Paris does the Hocus Pocus Spectacular show? I'm not sure. We're not actually going to the official Halloween party, and I think the Hocus Pocus show in Walt Disney World is within Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which is an extra ticketed event. So I'm not sure. We're not actually going to that. But yeah, basically, not sure. Jade says, I was in DLP 3 weeks ago, bought a photo pass for all the magic shots. I'm planning a trip again next July. I was wondering if I have to buy another pass or can I use the same account? You can log in to the same account. I'm not sure. My photo pass I got with my annual pass. So there should be an expiry date. If you look at your photo pass, it'll have an expiry date on it. My photo pass does. So my photo pass lasts as long as my annual pass, but it's an infinity one. So I'm not sure about the standard magic one, sorry, but if you check on it, there should be an expiry date. It was quite a bit of money. I know the photos are only valid for a while, but do I have to buy a whole new pass next time? Yeah, just check on the pass. They should have a date on there. Just as with actually our disability passes, we had a bit of a drama, didn't we? If you remember, I can't remember if I shared in the vlogs. Zara's fell out of her lanyard the day before the last day. I literally was like, guys, you're fiddling with these lanyards so much. I'm going to have to buy separate, like I bought these zippy pouches because I thought the passes were going to pop out the lanyards because we're fiddling with them. And she went on the last ride and it was fine. And then we legged it in the rain to, is it the World of, what is it called? The Disney shop, World of Disney. And then we got on the bus on the way back. So right, hand in your passes now, I'll swap them over. And Zara's had fallen out somewhere between that last ride and getting back to the hotel. But then I looked at the others, and because we've got annual passes, their disability passes apparently should run for the year, but their passes, there must have been an error made, expire. So we are going to have to go and get new disability passes. So yeah, that is that's something we're going to have to do on the first day. So Anne's birthday is on the 1st of October. Happy birthday, fellow October. We will be flying on your birthday. So you can watch the stories. They will all be, I will share lots on stories. There's obviously never as much on stories. I try and capture as much as I can for my YouTube channel. I am going to do things a slightly different way this time. My last Disneyland Paris series, I used 5 cameras if you include my phone. So I've actually bought a new camera to replace one of them, and I might use this one a bit more. So the camera I'm currently filming on now is massive. So the lens, I don't even know how I can show you this because I'm filming on it. Hang on, see if I can switch cameras and I can show you. There we go. Right. Okay, so that's my microphone, ignore that. We'll get back in a second. Right, so this is the camera. Can you see it? Can you see that? There we go. That's the camera I was carrying around last time. It's blinking huge. Huge, I tell you. It's fantastic in that if I switch you back, you can see, like, I'm really in focus. There's a slightly blurry background. So from like how good the camera is, it's amazing. But the stabilization isn't brilliant. And the biggest problem with it is it's just flipping massive. So I've got this camera, which is a ZV-1 vlogging camera, which I will be, like, I could have just done that, couldn't I? I could have just shown you the camera like that. There you go. You can see it in there. So I'll be taking this one because it's a lot smaller, a lot more portable on this new tripod. So I'm going to be taking that as well as the other little cameras, which I think are in here. I got them in here. This camera was brilliant. I mean, watching it, you probably didn't think, oh, look, how nice and smooth and steady was that shot, because that's not what normal people think. It's just what I think when I'm watching things. But this is a fantastic camera for when you are walking along, because it is a, I want to say drone. It's not a drone. It's a, it's late, guys. It's late for me to be talking sensibly. It is a gimbal camera. So what it does is, if you can see, that is staying super, whatever I do, that camera is like staying super smooth. So when you can walk around, you can basically skip along with that and it will take really stable footage. So I'll be taking that. I'll be probably doing most of the like handheld, talk to camera shots with this, because it's just so much more portable. Look how tiny that is. And then this for like the bits where we walk a lot, and it all needs to be really smooth, because I can't stand footage. It's like dunk, dunk, dunk. That just makes you feel like you're going to be sick having to watch it. And then obviously that we'll be using that a little bit for like rides and stuff, and then GoPro and things for whizzier rides, and then a little bit on my phone as well. So that's information that pretty much, I mean, I do get asked about, but no one really asks for right now. But that's something a little bit different. Dan Dallymore, may see you around the 1st of October. Dan, when is your trip? Are you arriving on the 1st? Are you, I didn't know you were going. Will be cool to see you. Annie, hi Ree, I'm late. I was putting Oscar to bed, catching up now. Annie, are you going to be in Disneyland Paris in October? Oh no, in fact, you're not, are you? You're going to be in, hang on, Annie, who's just jumped in the comments, is doing a very exciting trip. Make sure you're following and subscribe to both Danny and Annie, actually, on their channels. They both do amazing Disney vlogs. Annie's doing a big Walt Disney World trip, and I do know this because I was part of the secret announcement video where she got lots of Disney vloggers to film little segments for her son's birthday. So yeah, you're not going to be there, are you? But you are going to be on the cruise next year, is that right? Because I believe Annie is also booked on the Disney Dream next summer. I know we are. Charlotte says the Lion King show's on a break 19th September to the 10th of November. Just check the DLP website. Thank you, Charlotte. That's really helpful. Cool. Okay. Well, we will catch it next time on the next trip. Make sure you get a birthday button for your whole trip. When I met you on the bus in Walt Disney World in January, I'd been celebrating my birthday and wore my birthday button the whole time. Jenny, yes, hello. Well, it's good to see you on the bus in Walt Disney World. Definitely, that's a good point actually. I was going to get one and wear it on the day we're celebrating my birthday. Should I wear it the whole trip? Are they extra nice to you? Well, I mean, the Disney are amazing to everyone all the time, but that's a kind of good idea actually. There you go, birthday button. Where do I get a birthday button from, guys? I've not had a Disney birthday before. So, yeah, there we go. Becky, Mickey and the Magician is on October. Just check, that's not on a break. It's on until the 23rd of January. January 23, rather. Yeah, Mickey and the Magician was amazing. I loved it. Loved it. Annie says, thanks for helping us with the reveal. It was a pleasure to be part of it, Annie. Thank you for inviting me. And yes, we will see Annie on the Disney Dream in August 2023, which is in 370 days, something like that. Oh, Danny says, yeah, I may have a trip. Danny, we will actually have to, and in fact, it always come and say hi if you'd like to see us about in the parks or whatever, but we'll have to do a little meetup collab thing, a little vlog crossover. Annie says City Hall are good for free cupcakes. Oh, there we go. Do I get free cupcakes with a birthday badge? Like, ta-da, birthday. Cake, please. Matthew says, hi, Ree. We're on our way back from DLP, 5 fantastic days, and I'm watching you from the car on the Eurotunnel. Massive delays due to early technical issues. Well, I'm sorry you're stuck. Thank you so much for joining me on this live, talking about Disneyland Paris. How was it? Matthew, how was your trip? Was it amazing? Was it just amazing? Jenny says you get them from City Hall. They will treat you really nicely and possibly give you extra magic. Oh, we love extra magic. Any extra magic, extra pixie dust. We love it, don't we? And Matthew also on the Dream next August. Excellent. I think there's going to be quite a lot of people to say hello to on the Dream next August. And always, like I was in Primark yesterday, and someone came to say hello. And in fact, what she said was she went, oh, hello, and she said, I saw your daughter, and I thought I know her from somewhere. And then obviously, like, all together, she noticed us and she came to say hello. But there's nothing more sad than when people message me and say, oh, I saw you and I didn't like to bother you and say hello. Always come and say hello. You don't have to be in the vlogs. You can if you want to. You don't have to, but always come and say hello. It's always nice to see you. Dan says definitely for a little vlog crossover. Yeah, if you watched the last series, Sam for God, was in our last vlog series. We had a good old chat. We arranged to meet up with her, which was lovely because I talked to her quite a lot. There's quite a lot of Disney vloggers actually that I speak to, so it's always worth messaging people and seeing where they are and things. But yeah, it was really lovely. We met up with her, a good old chat about all things Disney, all things vlogging, and then we went and did some rides and things, which was fun together. So Georgia Kate said, what's the announcement? We're going to Disneyland Paris in October. Okay, Georgia, if we've missed that one. Hello, just got here. We're getting Infinity Passes next year for our trips in May and September. I can't wait. It's been 5 years since we last went to DLP. And this time we're going with a 2-year-old. Amazing. Philippa, Disney probably won't want me to share this with you, but we actually, this might be worth something for you to do to save money as well. I've got an Infinity Pass. All the others have got the one down from Infinity. Annie will tell me what that's called. The second tier down. Purely because the only thing that they won't have, there's 15 days a year that are blacked out for that second pass down. Okay, so it's 15 days a year we can't go, so we just won't book those days to go as a family. But I've got the Infinity Pass. I physically pay for everything anyway. So if we're going to buy something in the shop, it's me that's physically going and paying because my husband sometimes wanders off. So it's me physically ordering food, me physically paying for things. So I get the good discounts. So my children don't need an Infinity Pass. They only need the next one down, if that makes sense. Same for my husband. So it might be worth, if you want to save some money, get one Infinity Pass and then send the next down, or just look at it to see if that works for you. It just might save a few pounds. Mark's watching from Woodstock in the United States. Hello in Woodstock. Emma, we're going for Halloween too, so excited. We're flying out Saturday the 29th from Bristol. We're actually going for the beginning of Halloween, Emma, so you will have watched our, well, if you want to see them, obviously, you may not want spoilers, but you will have been able to watch all our vlogs by then, because we're actually going for the opening of Halloween, which is the 1st of October. Pauline says, I'm also on the Dream next August. Well, Pauline, come and say hello. If you spot us, I'll be the ones with millions of children and holding a big camera. Matthew says, it's been superb, the 4th time for us, first time for Bro and Law and his family. We've had an amazing time. So glad. I love hearing about people's Disney trips. Always just, if you've been on a Disney trip, please send me your photos. Tag me in your stories. I want to see it all, okay? Just, yeah, all of it. I want to see it all. Madison says, are you doing the Disney cruise? Yes, Madison, we are. We're doing the Disney Dream in August 2023. It's very exciting. Talia is going to Florida next April. May, very excited. I'm excited for you, Talia. Liam really wants to do the cruise next year. Haha. Well, Danny, I think it would be rude not to. If Liam wants to do it, do it. I say do it, okay? This is your sign from the universe, or just from me, that you should. Just saying. We're actually doing the 2 options that we looked at. We looked at there's 2 out of Southampton. One's going to France, one's going to Spain. We're doing the French one purely because it gets back, obviously, a little bit sooner because the Spanish one's afterwards. But the Spanish one gets back really close to the start of school, and I just want some time to get home, get unpacked, get my head straight, get the children into some sort of good evening routine before they start back to school, because my eldest that will still be living at home, because my eldest is actually going to university in September, and don't even get me started on that, it's a whole other thing. But the biggest of my little 3 will be starting secondary school, so I didn't want him to just come home tired and then start that whole big thing the next day, because that's going to be a big adjustment for him. Liam wants to go. Annie says, get it booked, Danny. I say, get it booked, Danny. Definitely, get it booked, Danny. And we'll have a big Disney vlogger meetup. Georgia says, what do all the passes mean? I'm actually going to do a video on the annual passes, explaining them all, how to buy them, and which one to get, and all that kind of stuff, if you are interested in that kind of thing. What dates you go in October? Might see you there. 1st of October, we're flying out. Have my Hocus Pocus ears at the ready. Amazing. By the way, a couple of things about Hocus Pocus, just slightly on a tangent. First of all, who's excited for Hocus Pocus 2? Second, I was about 37. Bear in mind, I've watched every episode of Sex and the City on a loop over and over and over. I was about 37 until I realised Sarah Jessica Parker was in Hocus Pocus. Even though I'd seen Hocus Pocus a lot, I had seen Sex and the City a lot. I didn't know that she was in. Just saying. Was anyone else just that oblivious to it? Mark says, does Disneyland Paris have the same thing as Disneyland and Disney World? The same rides and things, or the same what, Mark? They're not exactly the same. They are similar, but even the rides that you think are the same are not the same. So Space Mountain and Hyperspace Mountain are different. And in fact, in our Disneyland Paris series, I think we compared a lot of like what the differences were when we got off the rides. But I'm definitely going to do another like a video mini series comparing all those things. I'm talking so much. I need another drink. Sean is going to Walt Disney World in 2 weeks. I'm so excited for you, Sean. I want to see all the pictures, okay? Just tag me and everything on Instagram. Tag. Please do, guys. I can't wait to see Halloween decorations. I've never been this time of year. Yeah, I know. I mean, from that point of view, it's good that the Americans like doing things nice and early, isn't it? It's longer to enjoy it. Philippa says, thanks for the advice. Normally we do it that way. We're actually getting them as presents. Oh, lovely. Plus, I would like to do the special viewing areas. I struggle in crowds, can't get an access pass. There we go. Perfect. You can get, I think it's you plus one guest in. So at least half of you need. So maybe like, if you've got like 2 adults and 2 children, you could get 2 of you, the higher passes and 2 lower passes, and that would still work to get into the fireworks. Talia, I went to California Disneyland this year in April, and the Avengers campus there was so good. Really excited to see the Paris. Oh, wow. I would love to. People, that's a question I get a lot actually. I had over on Instagram. Would we like to go to California? 100 million bazillion %. If that's the thing, definitely want to go. It's been 20 years since Charlotte was last at DLP, so I'm excited to go back. So many happy memories. Was it 20 years I was last there? Other than June, obviously it was just there in June. I was probably there when I was 15. Yeah, 20 and a bit years. 20 and a few years. Yeah, that was the gap. So excited for Hocus Pocus 2. How did you not know that? I literally, I think, do you know when I think I realised it? I think I watched Hocus Pocus as a child, which I can remember finding really scary, actually. I really liked it, but I remember being quite scared. And then I obviously didn't watch it for a really long time. Watched all of Sex and the City. It's the thing I used to watch, like keeping me awake in the night when I was feeding my babies, trying to stay awake and stuff. With headphones, don't worry, the babies weren't listening to it. And then I watched Hocus Pocus with the children probably last Halloween, and I was like, is that Sarah Jessica Parker? So in my defense, I probably hadn't watched it in the interim because my children were too young. I didn't like to watch it until I get so that's probably why I didn't notice, but I don't know, it's probably just I'm really oblivious. There you go. Charlotte never realised it was SJP as well. Good. Charlotte also said she never realised till her mid-20s that Julie Andrews was Mary Poppins. I can remember my parents trying to explain to me that, now bear in mind, Sound of Music and Mary Poppins are 2 of my all-time favourite films, including when I was little. And I can remember my parents being like, you know, it's the same person. I was like, it's not. And so not only did I not realise, like, I was told it was the same person. I was like, you're wrong. That is not the same person. Look how different her hair is. She looks totally different. I just wouldn't have it. Just wouldn't have it at all. And she's my idol, actually. Julie Andrews is my absolute idol. Julie Andrews, if you're watching, she's not. I love you. You're my idol. And whenever I'm struggling with parenting, I try and channel my inner Mary Poppins. Keep my cool. I do try to. Okay, so Melanie says Hocus Pocus best Halloween film ever. So sad it's not going to be in the cinema, but can snuggle up at home, watch it on Disney Plus. Yeah, exactly. Does anyone know when that's out? I think it's quite soon, isn't it? Question, I know your children aren't physically disabled, but have you learned anything about that aspect of the accessibility in any of the parks you've visited? I do know that there are certain rides you've got to be able to physically walk onto and off. I think that's for safety reasons. When you get the disability pass, there's a colour code on it. I think my children had green, which I'm assuming means that they were physically able to walk on and off things. So they didn't have those restrictions on certain rides that they wouldn't be able to do from on and off. Madison, question, will there be a booking the trip video? Not on this occasion, no. I did a booking the trip for the cruise because I feel like the cruise was, it's a bit of a process to do. So I did that because if you're thinking about booking a cruise, I feel like I would have benefited from watching that video before I did it, and I would have had that information. However, the reason I'm not doing a specific booking the trip video is it just would be so similar to the video that I did that was called Everything You Need to Know Before Disneyland Paris. And I literally only did that in April, May. So that video remains relevant now, and I just didn't want to just double up. I'd rather sort of talk about slightly different things just because hopefully that's a bit more helpful. So that's why I haven't bothered. If you've got any questions about it, I'm happy to answer. I think I did it all through booking.com again, and made sure that it was Disney Partner Hotel, so that it's got the bus for free, because that was really, really helpful. Hannah's going to tag me in photos. Yes, thank you, Hannah. I want to see all the photos. Tag me if you're going on a ride that we've been on that we love. If you're trying a snack that you've seen in one of the vlogs, I want a tag. Please tag me everywhere. I love seeing all the Disney magic. And Mark saying, is the Emporium in Disneyland Paris the same size as Emporium in Disney World? Yeah, now the shops all go up. They look like individual shops, don't they, on Main Street? But actually you walk in and it's technically you can walk through all of them. So I would say they're a pretty similar size. Pretty similar. Maybe the one in Disneyland Paris is slightly not as deep because there is an arcade. That's the big difference between Main Street and Disneyland Paris is you've got arcades either side of Main Street. So if it is raining or you're trying to escape the parades or whatever, you can use those arcades, which are really, really handy. So maybe the Emporium in Disney World is slightly deeper, but it's not longer, if that's making any sense at all. Louise says, for a first ever visit with a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old, would you recommend flying to DLP or going via the tunnel? Depends how much stuff you want to take. If you like, I want to take all the prams and all the car seats and all the things, then maybe chuck it all in the car. It depends how well your children travel. If they're just those kind of children that love being in the car, I mean, are they those kind of children? Or they just sleep all the way and they're comfortable in the car and you go loads of places in the car anyway, then sure, do the car. If your children aren't used to long journeys, then just fly because, just go to the airport, take a push down stroller thing, speak to the airport before you go about, whether you can take car seats and strollers and things. Generally you can. Generally with most tickets, then small children are allowed to have bits and pieces like that. But personally, I would rather be sitting in an airport with the children where I can go and get them food, we can take them to the toilet 11 billion times, rather than stuck in a car where they're like, I need a wee again, even though we just stopped 5 minutes ago. So are we staying in the hotel like your last trip or someone else? Lucy is asking. Somewhere else, but it's another Disney Partner hotel. Have I missed the announcement, Kat? We're going to Disneyland Paris. We're flying on the 1st of October for the opening of Halloween. Hocus Pocus is out on the 30th of September on Disney+. Right, so 30 days in bright September. That's the day before we fly. So we're going to have a Hocus Pocus watch party, home cinema thingy the day before we fly. It's very exciting. There we go. Matthew says, sadly we're on different cruises. We'll be doing the Fjords on the Dream in Southampton next August. Enjoy yours and DLP too. Oh, well. And yes, and tag me in your story so I can see all about your cruise. I'd love to see that. And in fact, Matthew, when you're sticking all your pictures up on Instagram, I want tags in those as well from where you've just been. Does Disneyland Paris have the Enchantment fireworks? No, they have their own show, which was amazing. I included most of it in the vlog. Let's see, which episode is it? Episode 4, I want to say, of the vlog series. If you watch through towards the end of that vlog, you can see all the fireworks. It's called... it escapes me. It's in there. It's the same one they did for the 25th. It starts with a dream is wish your heart makes. What is the fireworks called? Do you know what? It's gone. I've been talking too long. I can't. My brain is going. Can't remember what they're called. It's not called Enchantment, but it's amazing, and it's in episode 4. Ambient chill. Hello. Do you do your own editing? As I feel you're one of the best vloggers. Oh. Thank you. Yes, I do. It takes a really long time. Yes, I do my own editing. I have thought about trying to outsource some editing. which I might do for my main channel, but I feel like I can't for my Disney channel because it wouldn't be done the way I want it done. And the thing I try and do with my Disney edits, it's my vlogs are twofold. The first one is to share the magic and bring you along the journey and just to make you feel like you're with us. So when I get comments saying, I love that, it felt magical, I felt like we were with you, that's exactly what I want. So I try and film enough stuff to give you an idea of where we are, an idea where we're going, and just to bring you all along and to capture the magic so that then when I watch those when I'm old, all that magic comes flooding back to me. And that's what I want. I want it to just, the magic to ooze out through the screen. Because it is magic there, but trying to capture that in the form of video isn't actually as easy as you think. And then the second thing I want is I want it to be the videos that I would like to see before I go somewhere. So I want it to know, I want to know how long it takes to get from A to B, which is why I always put dates and times on the screen, and how long, you know, was that queue for the food, or how long does the parade take? You know, should I fit to eat before or after? You know, how long is it going to be going on? All that kind of stuff. All the hints and the tips, and where are the entrances, and where do you get the photos, and all the bits. All the information that you want to know to make your trip magical, because the more prepared you are for a Disney trip, I mean, you can go and you can wing it, but you probably won't fit in as much. And we've had people that we know that have done a Disney trip, just kind of winged it, and they've done one or two rides and then they're gone, because that's all they've managed to fit in. Because if you prepare a bit more, if you know what you're like heading into, you can fit more in. So I really hope that you know, that's why I put so much information on the screens and things. I want those videos to be magical, but also actually really helpful. So Illuminations, thank you, Annie. They're called Disney Illuminations. I knew this. In fact, I tell you where else you can watch them. You can watch them on Disney Plus, or you could watch my video from sitting on the floor, actually there, in watching Disney Illuminations. But yeah, they're on Disney Plus as well. Matthew says also Web Slingers was brilliant, although our arms hurt so much after doing it back during the extended Avengers Campus opening week. Matthew, you might know actually, you were on your way back from Disneyland Paris, aren't you? Have you, first of all, Matthew, have you ever been on the Rock and Roller Coaster in Florida? And if not, don't worry. Did you feel like the Flight Force one bashed your ears? Does that make sense? You know, like the thing that comes over your head? Because my daughter's really worried it's going to bash her ears. Matthew, I'd love to know. Or anyone, actually. Anyone that's been on either Space Mountain or Flight Force. Did you feel like it really bashed your ears like it does in Florida? Because Bella's really worried about that. So, just if anyone can help me out with that. Ben from Dublin says, hey, hi. Annie's been helpful with Illumination. Hi. Make sure to go on the Disney train. We did do the Disney train for just a really short bit. They'd opened a section of it. I think they'd opened it up to Frontierland. So hopefully they'll open a bit more again. My husband just wants to do the train and the steamboat and the transporty things and those cars that go up Main Street. All the children want to do like rides, and my husband just wants transport around the place. So do they have a lightning lane pass? Mark wants to know. Yeah, it's called Premier Access, I believe. So we didn't actually use that, but yes, they do have it. What snacks do you recommend to bring out on Disneyland if you're going for the day? We tend to pack cereal bars and packs of mini cheddars because that seems to be what my children like and they travel quite well. I also take protein bars that I eat for breakfast anyway, because I always eat those for breakfast back home. So I always take those as well. Please go on Autopia while you're there. I'd love that thing. Oh, well, we did go on Autopia in the last one. I can't remember which vlog it's in. Everything in Discoveryland. I want to see episode 7. If you watch episode 7, we're on Autopia in there. But yes, we plan to go. Do you pack lots of snacks? George is asking. Yes, a lot of snacks. If you watch the pack with me, we take the carry-on sized cases. Half of one carry-on case is just snacks, because then I figured they'll all be eaten and there'll be space to bring home either stuff that isn't packed in as neatly or the stuff we've bought. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. So, right. Yes, absolutely. Flight Force banged ears a lot. Oh, dear. Mrs. R and Sis removed earrings before riding after the first time. Oh. Okay. Maybe Bella won't like that. Matthew, did you feel that Space Mountain banged your ears more or less than Flight Force? That would be interesting to know. The Indiana Jones is a lot more head bashy than Rock and Roller Coaster, Adam reckons. Bella's not tall enough for the Indiana Jones one, because she's got to be 1.4 for that, and she's not that tall. She's like 135 or something. Yeah, I didn't find the Indiana Jones one as head bashy as Aerosmith in Florida, but I did find that it was just, I just closed my eyes. It just seemed to be over quite quickly. Mark Heron says, have we been to Disney World? Yes, I have a 29 vlog Disney World series from earlier this year. Right, someone else saying, Flight Force wasn't that fun for me. I felt very shaken afterwards. I'm not a roller coaster person. See, I don't mind I'm actually, don't tell my children, terrified of heights, which you may have gathered if you watched the episode where we did Toy Story Day and they made me do the drop one with the parachute, Toy Story parachute drop, followed by Tower of Terror. Now, Tower of Terror, I thought it was like Florida, where you like go through a thing. In Florida, like you go through a story first and then it drops. In Paris, it just drops. And I was not prepared for that. So I came off and I was filming like this. It's like, all the footage was like really shaky for a bit after that. Yeah, so I'm not that fussed on heights, but I'd prefer a roller coaster than standing still at a high height. That might sound insane, but I would. Watching you from work in Pennsylvania. Well, I'm glad that you're joining us in Pennsylvania. What time is it over there? Is it later, earlier? Not sure. I thought America was ahead of us. Can't be sure. Right. Okay. So Space Mountain is great though. So Space Mountain, you didn't feel got you shaken up, but Flight Force you did. So if I get Bella to do Space Mountain, if she likes Space Mountain, she can make a decision about Flight Force, but it's not worse than Flight Force, is it? So Space Mountain, you'd say, is not as intense as Flight Force. Okay, if that's the general consensus, yeah. So what accommodation do you have? And do you have a double bed for you and your husband? Yeah, accommodation, I will tell you where we are in the vlogs. Hyperspace Mountain has much more comfortable head and neck restraints, says Matthew. No issues with earrings. Agree, Indiana Jones is not as bad as Rock and Roller Coaster or Flight Force. Okay, right. I'm going to feel pretty confident telling Bella it's all going to be okay to do Hyperspace then. I went on Hyperspace when I was about 14, 15, but that was longer ago than I'd care to admit. So, yeah. Mark says, have you been to Disneyland in Anaheim, California? No, but it's definitely on the bucket list. Definitely. And what cameras do you have? Okay, I think I did just show these. I've got a Sony ZV-1. Is it a ZV-1? Because I'm in the UK. My Canon M50 Mark II with a Sigma 16mm lens that I'm filming on there. And this is a DJI Pocket gimbal camera. I've also got a GoPro Hero 7 and an iPhone 13 Pro Max. They're the cameras I have been using and will be using. There we go. Someone else is actually sharing, I think, when I talked about that last. There we go. I think you have less time to consider how high you are on a roller coaster. I'm the same with heights. Yeah, literally. On a roller coaster, you're so busy being like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh that, I mean, I do scream. You just have to turn the volume down, don't you, when I'm on a roller coaster, because I'm like, ah. I didn't scream like that when I was in labour. I do on roller coasters. Whereas just standing still, like I can't even watch videos or films where people are standing near the edge on hold without my pants going a bit sweaty. It's just like, ugh. Right, head to DLP in October for Halloween. Also, what villain characters do you expect to be there? I understand it's going to be Queen of Hearts, Maleficent, Captain Hook I think is already there, but Captain Hook. Who else is there? I'm not sure, but we'll be trying to get around them all, and hopefully just like Mickey and Minnie in their really cute Halloween outfits. That'll be really, really cool. And Mark saying, how have we been to Epcot? Yes, go and watch the Walt Disney World vlog series, Mark. There are 29 vlogs and quite a few of them are Epcot. So it's been lovely chatting to you guys. I have been talking for over an hour now. I've been talking rubbish for quite some time, I'm afraid, because I'm losing the plot a little bit. But thank you so much for joining me. Look out for all the upcoming trip stuff coming very, very, very soon. I'll see you guys in the next video.